The Indian way of life provides the vision of the natural, real way of life. We veil ourselves with unnatural masks. On the face of India are the tender expressions which carry the mark of the Creator's hand. I believe in the discipline of silence and could talk for hours about it. Life does not cease to be funny when people die, any more than it ceases to be serious when people laugh. Every dream is a prophecy. Every jest is an earnest in the womb of time. When you loved me, I gave you the whole sun and stars to play with. I gave you eternity in a single moment, strength of the mountains in one clasp of your arms, and the volume of all the seas in one impulse of your soul. Schools and schoolmasters, as we have them today, are not popular as places of education and teachers, but rather prisons and turnkeys in which children are kept to prevent them disturbing and chaperoning their parent. The goal of an artist is to create the definitive work that cannot be surpassed. If you can't appreciate what you've got, you better get what you can appreciate. The difference between a lady and a flower girl is not how she behaves, but how she's treated. Power does not corrupt men. Fools, however, if they get into a position of power, corrupt power. Education can and should do much influence, social, moral, and intellectual discovery, by stimulating critical attitudes of thought in the young. Life is a constant becoming. All stages lead to the beginning of others. What is life but a series of inspired follies? The difficulty is to find them to do. Never lose a chance. It doesn't come every day. I can think of no other edifice constructed by man as altruistic as a lighthouse. They were built only to serve. The more I see of the moneyed classes, the more I understand the guillotine. there is no accomplishment. So, ease acquires politeness, and none more profitable. Murder and capital punishment are not opposites that cancel one another, but similars that breed their kind. It is the deed that teaches, not the name we give it. I no longer desire happiness. Life is nobler than that. You cannot learn to skate without making yourself ridiculous. The ice of life is slippery. The only way to avoid being miserable is not to have enough leisure to wonder whether you are happy or not. It is a woman's business to get married as soon as possible, and a man's to keep unmarried as long as he can. The longer I live, the more I realize that I am never wrong about anything, and that all the pains I have so humbly taken to verify my notions have only wasted my time. I am afraid we must make the world honest before we can honestly say to our children that honesty is the best policy. Those who admire modern civilization usually identify it with the steam engine and the electric telegraph. The first condition of progress is the removal of censorship